Hi, Collective. It's your girl Alex, and I'm back again to bring you guys a general reading. Always take what resonates. If it don't sound like it, if it is not fitting in, let it go. It's somebody else's story. Anyway, let's see what God Angels Universe has for you. You see already we have a jumper. And this is general. It could be love, it could be money, it could be a combination of the two. It could have to do with your spirituality, your healing, your family. It could be anything. So let's see. Now, the Five of Cups right out is disappointment. Ten of Swords is being overwhelmed. Queen of Pentacles, this is crazy. Queen of Pentacles is independence, Six of Wands, and the Chariot. The reason why I was like, this is crazy, because I feel like Ten of Swords, whatever is weighing you down, with the Queen of Pentacles, it just kind of feels like you have the resources to remove yourself from a particular situation. Ooh, the Hermit and the Page of Cups. And the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is communication, but it could also be arguments, right? Being very blunt, being very cutting with your words, being very hurtful, being very honest, being very, intelligent about your words. So something disappointed you from the past that you are trying to move away from, or you should be moving away from. I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to sound weird because I'm hearing you don't want to see yourself as a victim, but you are the victim, right? And I mean that honestly, as in, say for instance, your car got stolen, right? And I'm not going to do that. My angel said, yeah, make it one of the Matchbox Tesla cars. Anyway, your car got stolen and, they damaged it. And now you got to go to the insurance, and your insurance is like, we'll pay for this, but we're not going to pay for this, right? And you're like, but I pay y'all every month. It's in my policy. It's not my fault my car got stolen, right? It just kind of feels like there is an element of no fault here, right? As in something's not your fault. You are the victim. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so what I heard was some of you are wondering whether or not you should proceed with some sort of financial claim, right? Lawsuit, going to HR, proving that your company payroll system has been jacking up and they've been shorting your check by $200 every week for the past 8 months, right? It just kind of feels like, number one, it's time to move on and move away from something that's been weighing you down and holding you down. And I just kind of feel like you should be doing something about it. That's the best way to say it, right? The Four of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles is, it's almost like there are finances or benefits or prosperity that's meant for you, but it's almost like you're not really doing anything to pursue it. Okay? My angels just also said too, Queen of Pentacles and Four of Swords represents contentment. Contentment as in, I'm okay. The house is good. The car is good. What more do I need to do? And the universe is like, continue to move forward. Now I have the Five of Cups here with the Six of Wands, right? So the Five of Cups is all about past disappointment, being hurt, being depressed, crying, feeling sad, sorrow, feeling betrayed, right? But the Chariot is a happy card. The Chariot is saying, woohoo, come on, girl, pack your stuff. We going to Tahiti for the weekend, right? The Chariot is, been there, done that, time to move on and be happy. But with the Ten of Swords and the Two of Swords, it's like you have the means, but for some reason, Four Swords, I feel like for a lot of you, you're not 100% out of it, whatever that means. And you are trying to figure out how to move on. I feel like for some of you, you're needing some sort of inspiration and or guidance, right? And the universe is here saying, leave, take a trip, move, shift, go on vacation, visit somebody, relocate, right? The Chariot represents movement, right? From the basic human plane. Any vehicle that will carry us from point A to point B. That's who the Chariot is. Okay? But the Chariot, what is that? Roman times? Roman mythology, Roman times? The Chariot is usually when the gladiator has defeated their opponent, and basically he rides around the arena, as the victor. Okay? So 6 of Wands, and again, that 5 of Cups. I really do feel like the universe is saying to you, baby, don't you spend too much more time being hurt and sad and lonely. Happiness awaits. Chariot, 10 of Cups. The Hermit here twice. Who is that? Virgo and Cancer are not together because Leo separates them. I feel like Virgo and Cancer, because I got Chariot twice, I have the Hermit twice. So the Chariot is Cancer, the Virgo is the Hermit. I have the 6 of Wands twice. I got the Fool. Okay, yeah. I feel like it's a Mercurian, a Virgo, a Gemini, or a Cancer. This reading may resonate really strongly with you, okay? And I feel like the universe is not wanting you to waste any more time under these swords, under the gun, under pressure, overwhelmed, stuck in this sad disappointment, depression cycle. The universe is like, baby, get up. We got places to go. I don't even know if this is possible, but my angels just said to me, girl, you done won a lottery ticket for SpaceX. You going to Mars, right? Like, it just kind of feels like the universe is wanting you to wake up and move on, because I feel like the Chariot, you got this, good things await you is what I really want to say. Good things await you. But if you look at something, I got stress here. I got, lack of movement here. And I have the denial and blindness there. Okay? So, my angels just said for someone, it's almost like they're defeated. They're under the 10 swords. They're feeling betrayed. They're feeling heartbroken. They're feeling sad. They're feeling disappointment. But that's not the issue. The issue is not necessarily how you feel. The issue I feel, and I say this respectfully because I know every situation is not the same, but it feels like you're blowing something out of proportion, or you're making a mountain out of a molehill, right? And at the end of the day, whatever this is may not be that serious. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not going to resonate with everybody. If your situation is serious, that message was not for you. Okay? But angels just said to me, overthinking is stressing you out, right? Over analyzing is stressing you out. I'm hearing you need to find some way to get over it. Take that as it resonates. And here's the thing, I'm not saying to you, quit your belly aching, Sally. I'm not saying that, because whatever it is that you've gone through, it was pretty deep. It was pretty heavy. But I'm saying, on behalf of my angels, get over it, because, oh my God, you cannot imagine what awaits you. That's really what this message is about. It's not necessarily primarily about what you went through, but it's almost like what's to come after you kind of finish going through what you're going through. Now, I haven't pulled the card yet. It's not on my table, but my angels just said for some of you, you just need some cold hard therapy, right? Because 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 5 of Cups. To me, it kind of feels like there's limited or minimal progress in whatever the situation was. I'm going to give you an example, and I say this respectfully. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. If you have some sort of deep loss 5 years ago, 5 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, I know that there are no time limits on grief. I know that, right? But I feel like energetically, universally, Spirit is saying, baby, it's been 5 years. We're trying to get we're trying to get these blessings to you. We're trying to return your happiness and joy and see that amazing smile again, right? So I kind of feel like it's not necessarily what you've been through, but more about what the universe wants you to go through next. 6 of Wands twice. 10 of Cups with the Chariot. Good things are abound. I don't know if that's proper, but good things are coming. 7 of Pentacles. Take stock. Love that. Okay. I'm not a therapist, psychiatrist, psychologist. This is not any diagnosis or anything like that. But my angels just said, because 5 of Cups to me sometimes represents depression. Okay. And I feel like, and again, I'm not quantifying, I'm not describing, defining depression. I'm just telling y'all what I'm getting intuitively. That's it. But I feel like for some of you, this overthinking, this waiting, this stagnancy, this lack of energy, this lack of motion, this lack of movement is really the problem. Right? Because again, you got movement cards here on the table. The Knight of Swords, come on. I was just thinking about Aquarius. Because there's Aquarius and there's Gemini. I don't see Libra here. But the King of Swords is high intellect. I feel like the universe is wanting you to take control of whatever this situation is. Another king, the King of Wands or the King of Rods. Ooh, child, here comes royalty. They're coming in clusters, another 5. 5 of Swords. I don't know what that means. My angels just said someone made a promise that they couldn't keep. That's probably what disappointed you. Someone made a promise they couldn't keep. And I feel like for a lot of you, you keep reliving it, renewing it. I mean, Mercury is in retrograde, right? So Mercury, all retrogrades are retroactive or retrospectives, or right? They're a return to the past. 6 of Swords, okay. Page of Cups. Yeah, I have a Page of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. There you are, Libra. So I have all air signs here, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. It also feels like somebody's fighting over a fortune. Okay, so what I heard, and this is a very specific message, it feels like, say for instance, you had a loved one who passed away and they lived in a different city. Let's say in the US, New York and Chicago. Shout out to New Yorkers in Chicago wins. So your mom passed away or your dad passed away. And say for instance, they lived in Chicago and you live in New York. Okay? And you were distraught because you weren't there when they passed on. But now you need to go clean out their homes and their personal items and settle their paperwork. But you can't bring yourself to do that. I don't know whose message this is, but it's very specific. Okay? And I feel like you may be delaying it, putting it off, delaying it, putting off, delaying it and putting it off because you don't want to face the fact that, as an example, maybe you weren't there when they passed on, right? Oh, I told my mom I couldn't make it because, I had a pickleball tournament to go through to, right? So there's a certain level of guilt here, okay? And I feel like whatever that guilt is about this past incident that broke your heart, whatever that guilt is what's keeping you distant from this scenario. As an example, another example, you moved from your hometown, your childhood sweetheart lives there, and always said to you, I'm not going to ever marry anybody, I won't ever love anyone like I love you, I'm going to stay single until you come back and blah, blah, blah. Then you find out they done got married and had 4 kids. Okay. Why am I talking through all of this? That's the disappointment. It's the first card out. Okay. It could be sadness related to a trip, a car, 7 of Pentacles, taking stock, right? Coming in to make an intelligent decision. I'm hearing it's time to act, right? Another example, God, all of these examples are morbid. Can you give me a better example? Okay, thank you. That's good. Okay, that's good. So my angels were saying, say you started school, right? You decided you're going to go back to school and obtain your degree. And you're like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to pay my tuition out of pocket. And the universe or somebody's advising you, no, they have the loans, student loans. I don't want to deal with all of that because of, the repayment process, blah, 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 right? So then they say to you, okay, well, apply for a scholarship. You haven't gotten to it, basically. Okay? So why am I doing this reading? Because I'm like, angels, this reading ain't nothing about nothing, okay? But my angels are saying, no, this reading is for all of those who are not acting, right? Those who are not cashing in on their blessings, okay? So the universe, right? Because I got overthinking, I got stress, I got waiting and worry, right? It's weird energy, but then I have go-getter cards, the Chariot twice, the 6 of Wands twice. I got all the authority on the table. Knight of Swords and the Fool and the Justice card. Baby, I don't know who this reading is for. Again, I feel like it's for an air sign. But I feel like now is the perfect time to take a leap of faith. I feel like if you took that leap of faith, you're going to be handsomely rewarded by the universe. Okay? Yeah, look at this. 8 of Wands, that's my card of synchronicities. Emperor, power and control. Ooh, something's coming to an end. Okay. Yeah, my angel said for some of you, you could be coming out of an old situation, entering a new situation, but it's almost like you're not really comfortable. You haven't acclimated to the new situation because you may be still pining over or getting over the sorrow of the old situation. I hope that makes sense. But my angels are saying, well, get over it because you got stuff to do. You got the Queen of Pentacles here twice. That represents stability and independence, right? That represents staying power and, commitment and, being diligent and sticking it out, basically. Angels also said, yeah, something is definitely worth it. But I feel like someone has not been putting the equal effort forward for something that's worth it, right? So, again, if you wanted to, you got this great deal on this house. It's a $200,000, $300,000, $600,000 mansion that you're getting for pennies on the dollar. But you're like, that's a lot to clean. I don't know if I want that big ass house, right? But then at the end of the day, you get a notification, oh, we're selling your building, it's going co-op, you're going to have to move. That's what this energy feels like. I hope it makes sense. Manifestation Moonology, take us home. What do you have for the collective? My angels just said, for some of you, not all of you, you need to take more chances and you need to take more risks. Fool card. Think it through. Well, that ain't a good message because I got the Hermit here twice. I think for some of y'all, and that's Gemini. Yeah, it's Gemini. You see the Gemini symbol? I think for some of you, that's the problem, is you're stuck in thought. Angels just said for somebody, I don't know who this is for, but they're giving me the image like someone has painted themselves in a corner. Gotten themselves into a bind. Make time for self-love. Going back to the beginning of the reading when Angels was like, somebody really is a victim here. Step into your power. Look at that. From the victim to the victor, right? But I feel like to make that transition from the victim to the victor, you got to take some sort of leap of faith, right? You got to take some sort of risk, right? They say no pain, no gain. No risk, no reward. Look. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Step up and lead. Okay, last one. Take us home. Speak your world into existence. That's right here. And the Fool. Speak your world into existence. Okay, sidebar. If you don't like it, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I love you guys. We'll see you soon. But here's something that just came to me. You ever are driving and was it driving? Oh yeah, you're driving. And as you're driving, whether it's on the highway, in intersections, Service Street, whatever. And as you're driving, it kind of looks like somebody wants to turn. And you may be far away and they be sitting there and then you see their wheels going forward. And you say to them, don't you bring your ass out of there, right? So it's almost like you are, that could be your way of preparing for if they do come out, or you cosmically directing them not to, pull out in front of you. But when I saw Speak Your World into Existence, that was the first thing I thought about, as in narrate your blessings, narrate what it is that you want, right? Yeah, Alex, I mean, the car I drive, it's not in tip-top shape. Thinking about trading it in, or, going to it, or selling it or giving it away, blah, blah, blah. Do it. Do it. My angels just said, don't talk about it, be about it. Okay? So I kind of feel, again, 2 of Swords, 4 of Swords. I feel like some of you don't know how to take action. I feel like some of you, again, are still disappointed about some sort of past event. I feel like some of you, your mind is calling the shots right now. And the shots that it is calling has nothing to do with your happiness or joy. Okay? So it's almost like your mind has hijacked your life, and it's being completely self-serving, right? What it wants. It wants to stay in a state of dominance versus allowing your heart in to help make some choices. Okay? I feel like, again, with the Knight of Swords and the Fool card, for some of you, for a lot of you, it's time for you to just, go for it. That's who the Knight of Swords is. Just go for it. Just do it. Send your resume or apply or, take a risk, a calculated risk. Now, be smart, be intelligent, be careful, be mindful, and take care of you. And once you're taking care of you, hopefully you'll take care of others. But I feel like the universe is saying, do it. What's the worst that can happen? You apply for, a scholarship. What's the worst that can happen? You don't get it. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Oh, by the way, personal readings are open. The link is in the description. If this reading does resonate, don't forget to like and then subscribe. I love you. Bye.